Okay, well, I guess assessment after the first day of fall camp on the field.
Well, it's your typical first day in fall. You know, we've got probably a third of our team are brand new guys, a lot of enthusiasm, but very, very sloppy. I liked our leadership from our older guys. You know, we're making progress, but we got a long way to go.
What did you like about the guys coming back with the enthusiasm that you talked about the other day?
Well, I think particularly on the defensive side, you know, with 8 starters coming back, those guys ran around today with a pretty good swagger. They have an understanding of what we're trying to do defensively. I liked how especially that first unit, ran around. Offensively, we have some guys that are still trying to figure it out. We got a lot of young guys, a lot of first-time guys in those first couple units, and so it's a little bit like popcorn. You might have 8 or 9 guys doing things right, and you got 1 or 2 not, and it looks ugly.
Any standout performances today?
No, I mean, we're still just in shorts and helmets, so it's hard to say. You know, someone had a great pass rush. Well, you know, he's not getting cut. And, you know, again, I just like the overall energy. I thought guys came out with the right attitude.
It's only one practice, but what do you see from the quarterbacks from today, how they handled themselves?
You know, I think all 3 guys, all 4. You know, Kilton didn't get a whole lot of reps, but you know, I like how Brian, you know, commanded the field. You know, Zach did some good things out here. You know, I think he's improved, and especially throwing the ball. And you know, Brandon Cannett, I think is going to be a really, really good addition and you know, further that competition.
Being this first time you see him on the field in your practice, what stood out, or what do you think of Cannett overall?
You know, I think he has a presence. He's a guy who's been there. You know, his field presence. You know, he's directing the offense the way you're supposed to. You know, one of the receivers did do what he's supposed to. He's on it like a coach would be, and that's what you expect. Not from a first day guy in your program, but from a senior who's been there. So those things I thought were good. I think the ball comes out of his hand really, really well. You know, it's just going to be a matter of time before he learns things.
Do you think you could put a percentage of, you know, leading candidate, quarterback, all that?
You know, like we said coming out of spring, Brian's our leading guy, and it's an open competition. So, you know, especially when it's just in shorts, we won't know anything till the first scrimmage where guys are starting to go up and down, unless someone just really makes bad decisions and takes himself out of it. But right now, you know, guys are making good decisions. A little bit of sloppiness, you know, so guys aren't running the routes exactly right. We just got to, you know, get some things cleaned up.
And your ideal time frame of identifying guys that can lead up straight to the...
I mean, we probably won't make an announcement until game week. So, you know, I don't know that there's an ideal time. You know, I want, you know, all those guys to have a chance to compete, and you know, through scrimmages and through some tough practices, that's when you start getting a chance to see who really is going to be the guy.
Can you talk about Coach Woodson and the influence that he has, obviously not on the coaching staff, but on the players too?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I think we hit a home run with him. His rapport with the players, his energy, he's really done a great job coming in and fitting in with our program and adding to our program. He's got a wealth of coaching knowledge, but just the energy that he brings every day is really big, and I think it's going to be reflected not only in our secondary play, but he's in charge of our punt return unit, and he's going to have those guys playing at full speed.
What's the biggest adjustment that you expect the guys to make between today and tomorrow, when now they're back to, you know, almost full speed?
Well, you know, I expect them to understand a little bit better, especially the new guys, how we practice. You know, we got some young guys, you know, not sprinting the line of scrimmage, not being buckled up, you know, little things, the detail that our older guys already know that they haven't figured out. Young guys need to figure it out, or they'll be in really good condition afterwards.
You mentioned punt return. I saw Duran back there fielding some. What would it take to actually see him in the game getting those reps?
Well, you know, it's an open competition right now. Isaiah's in Denver, so you know, we're going to look at who our best guy is. Duran's got arguably the best hands on our team, and so we're going to take a look at him there. But we've got some young, talented guys back there too, and we'll see. You know, he's a valuable guy. You know, when we play up tempo, you play up tempo teams, you worry a little bit about the number of reps. But Duran's shown that he's a gamer. He finds ways. So I just like his competitiveness, and if he can give us something there to help us win games, you know, maybe we'll have another punt return as well.
Thanks. Coach, tough for anyone to stand out so far, but any of your freshmen, you know, this come in maybe a little farther along than you expected?
Yeah, it's too far to tell. I like how athletic we are. You know, I think the receivers, we got some guys who can really run. You know, I think some of the new linebackers that we got in secondary are guys with length that can run, and so I'm impressed by that. But as far as seeing them make football plays. We're just out here in pajamas right now, so it's hard to tell.
With so many of those corners, how are you dividing up the reps?
Well, we're working 3 deep, and we're getting plenty of reps, and so you're going to get an opportunity. We tell our guys all the time, don't count your reps, make your reps count. And they're going to have those opportunities, and they'll either shine or not. So it'll be fun to see them compete.